First John chapter 3, we're in verse 8. I began from verse 4. It says, he that committed sin. Let me start verse 7. Little children, let no man deceive you. Why is he saying that? Because there are people deceiving others on that subject of sin and downplaying sin, and they'll make you feel like it's okay to continue in sin as long as Jesus died for you and that all is well. People are saying what they want to say today, in the name of Jesus. But not every statement that is made on the pulpit is from God. Not every statement that is made, even from these scriptures, is rightly interpreted. Pay attention. And you will realize when there's a conning, when there's a twisting, you will hear there was a certain, audience that this message was directed to. It's okay. We will say that when it doesn't fit us, when we want to pervert it. This message was for elders. It's not for us. Yeah, that's how they say. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous, as Christ is righteous. He that doeth righteousness is righteous. Simple. Anything fighting that truth is from the devil. And the devil wants you to continue in sin. Watch this, verse 8. He that commits sin is of the devil. He that commits sin is of the devil. For the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of God, was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. So there was redemption that Jesus came to do. And this saving power of redemption is available. And it pains God when us, his children, continue in sin, when we are snares of sin, when we are captives of sin, when we are deep inside the prison, we are prisoners of sin. Pay attention. Verse 9. Whosoever is born of God doth not commit sin. Whosoever is born of God does not commit sin. It looks so natural. Yes, it's natural. If you are born of God, it's natural not to commit sin. I just said something. It's natural. Whoever is born of God does not commit sin. Why? For his seed, the seed of God, what's the meaning of that? The DNA of God remains in him. So he that is born of God has the DNA of God and commits no sin. Whoever is born of God does not commit sin, for his DNA remains in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of God. It's natural. He cannot sin because he's born of God. Pay attention. So, verse 10. Let me explain something, then I'll come to you. In this, the children of God are manifested, or are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever does not doeth not righteousness is not of God. Neither he that loveth not his brother. Pay attention. Verse 10 says, in this, what? This knowledge of the DNA of God being in those that are the children of God, that don't commit sin. Let me say this. It is natural for one that is born of God not to commit sin. If you are born of God, it's natural. Yes, what do I mean that? Why do I say that? Because you have the DNA of God in you. You are a child of God. You are a child. Forget the teachings of this was for Jews. This was for Gentiles. Forget about that. It's for all of us. We are the consumers of this information and this knowledge. You and me. Listen to me carefully. In this, the children of God are manifest. Likewise, the children of the devil. So let me say this. The children of God, he that is born of God carries the DNA of God. He that is a child of the devil carries the DNA of Satan, the devil. So Satan has his own children. God, the Father, has his own children. Are you a child of God? That's what Jesus said when he confronted them, the Pharisees. He said you are like your father, the devil. And they didn't like it. They were saying that their father is Abraham. He said, no, if you are children of Abraham, you will do what Abraham did. There's what Abraham did. Pay attention. But you are of your father, the devil. The DNA, so it's natural for anyone that is not born again to sin. It's natural. Why? They carry the DNA of Satan. That is why when we are complaining about a sinner sinning, it's natural for them to kill. It's natural. It's in the DNA because they carry the DNA of Satan. It's natural for them to go out of wedlock, out of marriage. It's natural. It is also natural, and it should be natural also for you that is born again not to sin. Because you have the DNA of God in you. Listen to me carefully. He that is born of God does not sin. Jesus tells the woman that was brought to him, go and sin no more. He didn't tell him, when you go and sin again, remember to come back to me again. I'm always here. No, he didn't say that. But is that, yes, if you sin, you can come back to him. It's okay. But I didn't tell him that. So he's not entertaining sin. He's not telling her, you can do it. The Father loves you. It's okay. No, we're not here to pamper sin. We are not here to tolerate sin. We know what sin can do. Where there's no redemption, there's perishing. And the wages of sin are death. Pay attention. There are children of God and children of the devil. Who are the children of the devil? The ones that are sinning, committing sin. It's nothing to them. That's why anybody who's a smoker, it's nothing. It's natural for them to smoke. They will smoke. It's natural. It's natural for them to smoke. Those that are committing adultery, it's natural. It's because it's in the DNA. But you that is born of God, it pains God when he sees you ensnared by sin, in the prison of sin, being a captive of sin. When this saving power of redemption is available, Hosea 4:6 says what? That my people perish for lack of knowledge. Any preacher telling you it's okay, come the way you are. Yes, come the way you are, but don't remain the same. Don't continue in sin. Anyone encouraging you to sin, run away. Run away. Run away. If you are born of God, you have the DNA of God in you. You have the DNA of God in you. And there is no sin in God. So God cannot sin. So if the DNA of God is in you, you cannot continue to sin. If you find fighting this message, it means the enemy is always fighting so that he can have you as a captive to sin. A captive of sin. No matter who you are, a preacher, a goer of the church, whoever you are, whatever level you are in,